How's it going, everyone? And welcome to Black Metal Rebellion. I've been asked to kind of explain a little bit why the name change and why I chose what I did. I've also been kind of asked to do some more talk about what's going to be happening with the future of this channel and the content and stuff like that. So what can I say? The channel is now called the Black Metal Rebellion, mostly just because I've been getting more and more into black metal over the past year and a half, almost 2 years now. Once I started getting into Lilith Spawn back in the day with Nick Legion, we definitely dove headfirst into the black metal pool of things, and I just kind of been getting more and more into that and less into other genres of metal. I still listen to the odd slam now and then. I still listen to the odd grind subgenres, like just any of the odd porno, gore, harsh, noise, grind, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of people are having beefs with just having such a wide range of subgenre titles, but I mean, there is a point where it gets ridiculous, and some point where there actually needs to have certain sections, so you know what you're listening to, and so you know what to look for if that's what you're interested in. I seem to be getting quite a decent response to my last video being unpopular metal opinions. There will probably be quite a few more of those. Not all of them are going to be like 5 whatever or 10 whatever lists. One subject may be enough to, facilitate an entire episode. So that's what's going to be coming up. I want to do another episode on elitism or elitists, because they are still just running rampant in the metal community, and it seems that a lot of people just want to hear about elitism and elitists and stuff like that. I think there's a few things that I could still have to say about them. There still seems to be a lot of people out there that seems to think elitism and elitists are a good thing, which I'll be going over why that's not true. And I'm going to be doing some more top 5, top 10 lists outside of the unpopular metal opinions series. I'm going to be doing more Jesse Talks Metal episodes in the future. I don't know if the next Jesse Talks Metal episode will actually be about grind or noise grind or gore grind or all that. I need to do a lot more research. I need to look into a few more bands. It's going to take some time. My personal musical projects are taking up some of my time. Spending time with my kids and the wife and other duties like that are taking up my time. So it just finding time to just sit down and push everything aside and just focus on listening to a certain genre of music. It's very hard to find time to do that, especially if just that day I'm not really into listening to a bunch of gore grind or noise grind, etc. I have to be into it, and I have to be feeling it that day to really spend that amount of time just diving into that side of the heavy metal underground. So it might not be the next Jesse Talks Metal episode, so just letting you know. And apologies for the people that were really looking forward to that. Sorry, don't know what to tell you. It just needs to be something that's in my interest at the time, and it's hard to find a specific mood or time set aside for that. So I apologize for that. Now, the reason why I'm calling this the Black Metal Rebellion is because I find I'm more enjoying the anti-mainstream side of things that has to do with black metal. I find myself, I may have opinions and things that I enjoy in the black metal community that maybe not a lot of other black metal enthusiasts might enjoy or share those opinions. There seems to be quite a lot of elitism and stuff within the black metal community and genre and stuff like that as well. Like, I'm pretty sure the black metal community is probably one of the biggest source of elitism outside of thrash metal and death metal. So that's kind of why I consider myself the black metal rebellion or the black metal rebel, whatever. It kind of seems cliche to label yourself as a rebel, but I feel that just kind of even in the metal community and even in the black metal community, I still feel a bit outcast from it. I still feel like I'm not really included with some of the kind of the bigger names out there that are talking about black metal or showing black metal, stuff like that. So I think it suits my channel pretty good and what I plan on talking about in the future. I will as well still talk about things that aren't metal related or black metal related. I'm still going to be like hitting certain, as you can tell, LGBT issues out in the real world. Just because I'm part of the LGBT community myself. I mean, I'm not exactly straight. Not that any of my viewers really maybe care about that. I would consider myself pansexual. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, I'm just gonna tell you bisexual. Then there's a bunch of people that are gonna argue, oh, there's just male and female out there, and there's no in between. There's no gender fluid. There's no demisexual. There's no this or that. So like it all depends on what your opinions and stuff like that are, what you think there is or isn't. But I have mine. You're probably not going to change my opinion too much unless you're in the LGBT community and you're kind of informing me more about things that I might not be aware of or researched yet. I find transgender issues and stuff to be pretty interesting. There isn't really any gay or lesbian or bisexual issues out there right now that I see being too much of a hot topic or any concern of mine. But I will probably give my opinion on things that are like kind of like a sore thumb issue, and if I feel something needs to be said, I'm going to say it. So there might be real world issues I might talk about on here if it really presses like a sore spot in my mind and I feel something needs to be said. It's going to be on this channel. So basically I'm saying that it's not all going to be about music or metal or black metal, even though the name has changed to Black Metal Rebellion. So just to expect that on here. And like I said, I'm more than likely going to eventually somehow figure out how to do some gaming videos on here. So if you're not a big fan of gaming videos or playthroughs, I apologize. I do watch a lot of playthroughs and gaming stuff. I watch Markiplier. I watch Jacksepticeye from now and then. I watch Jay from the Cub Scouts. I don't know. I really got into this whole Subnautica thing. I really bore the fuck out of the wife by watching episode upon episode of that. Wouldn't mind getting that for the laptop sometime. Maybe do some run-throughs on that on my channel. And hopefully I'll have some fellow gamers subscribe to me right now. Pardon me. And you'll enjoy that if and when I ever do it. So expect that. I eventually am going to do a Battle Jacket video. I still don't really want to do it when it's like midway through making this thing or sewing on all the patches. I want to do it when it's complete and I can just show the whole thing and do one video on it. I don't want to do like updates, be like, oh, I got a new couple of fucking patches for my vest, whoop-de-doo. Like, I don't really think that's super duper important, and I don't want to bore you with just like patch updates because that just seems silly. So yeah, that's going to be a thing that's going to happen. I might do a couple more bands that annoy the shit out of me, or just I can't stand for my next unpopular metal opinions video. might do a unpopular metal opinions about just trends that I see in bands that just need to stop happening, maybe, or maybe do a unpopular metal opinions video on local bands and venues and participation versus lack of participation, what to do or not to do while watching a fucking concert, stuff like that. I think that's going to be in there. But maybe it might not necessarily be an unpopular opinion. Maybe I'll just make that into a Jesse Talks Metal episode and have it like local concerts and local band venue concerts, to-dos and not to-dos thing. Sounds like something interesting for sure. I'm still looking at you guys to let me know if you want to see me do any more reviews. I was thinking of doing a review for the new Abath CD. I was thinking of possibly doing a review for the new Leviathan CD, that being Scar-Sighted, but I don't know, I feel maybe too much time has passed and I just kind of missed that window of opportunity for people to give a shit about that. I don't know, I've got some shit to maybe talk about that's still pretty old and whatnot, so I don't know, let me know. Let me know if you want any specific new black metal or something maybe in the death metal genre that you would like me to maybe check out, give my thoughts on it and review, or maybe you're in a band that maybe has a demo or an EP or an album that just got released and you want me to go check it out and review it and give my thoughts on it. Hit up the channel, let me know. Swing by Jesse Talks Metal on Facebook, hit up the page. I will gladly give it a review, listen to it, and give my honest thoughts and opinions on it. Don't worry, if I don't really like your music or something, or what I'm hearing, I'll probably, instead of giving it a bad, like a terrible review, I'll probably just maybe say, it's not something I'm into, I'm going to pass on this review. But I don't feel giving a negative or shitty ass review on something is really going to be something people want to hear. Now, if it's something of mine that I've recently picked up and I'm not satisfied with it, like it's something really, really let me down, and I spent a good 15 or 20 bucks on this CD, then I might do a review on it, and then it might be a negative review. But for the most part, I don't really see the point of doing anything but positive reviews, because like Runner JMA says, ignore the bad, praise the good. There's no need to focus on shit that's negative, and it's better just to focus on the positive. That being said, yes, I'm aware that unpopular metal opinions isn't really a very positive fucking video series that I'm doing, but I don't know. I feel that I still need to vent and speak my mind about things sometimes in the metal community and world that isn't going to be positive. The things that just needs to be said that maybe no one else is saying, no one has the balls to say. Maybe they're afraid of the recourse or backlash. I've already got a slight bit of backlash about my last one, saying that, oh, you didn't research the bands good enough. You don't know what you're talking about. Pantera isn't death metal. What the fuck are you talking about? I know Pantera isn't death metal. I just, on the spot, couldn't think of what fucking genre they are, nor do I really care what specific genre of metal they are. They're just a metal band that I do not like, okay? And I stick by glam metal is ridiculous still. I don't understand it. It doesn't appeal to me. When I hear the word metal, I think of something like heavy and rebellious and manly and just has some balls, like has some like oomph to it. And glam metal and fucking hair metal and freaking glitter metal, whatever the fuck that is, just doesn't appeal to me. And I still maintain that I would, even though, yes, I guess Motley Crue and Twisted Sister could be considered glam or hair metal, I would still rather listen to them than fucking Iron Maiden and Pantera. So there's that, okay? I don't own any Twisted Sister, and I'm trying to sell some of the Motley Crue that I have, okay? So I'm not interested in it. It doesn't really appeal to me. I'm just saying I would rather the lesser of two evils. That's it. So that's what's going to be happening on this channel. As well as updates when I get them on new merch or CDs and stuff like that. I am waiting on two things right now, and I will be doing a 5 CD black metal update when I get those in. I'm actually still waiting for a Gorgoroth patch for my Battle Vest. I just recently got a Mayhem Deathcrush patch, and it wasn't embroidered. It was just kind of like a sublimated thing, so it's not the greatest quality. It still looks kind of cool, but if it gets crinkled up or crushed, it's gonna look fucking retarded. So whatever. There's that, and my boy, my good buddy, the Disciple of Sound, Ryan, he's got some shit that he's gonna be picking up for me from one of his local CD stores. There's a fucking fan-bloody-tastic deal going on. Some dumbass unloaded all of his like heavy, like really rare heavy metal and black metal CDs onto the store, and Ryan was able to pick a bunch up for cheap. And I'm like, oh, dude, I wish I was there. And he's like, well, you don't have to be. I can pick some up for you and ship them to you and give you a nice fat deal on the price that I paid. So I'm like, ah, yes. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to have that whenever he's able to go to the store, pick them up, and then ship them to me. Then I'll be giving him some moolah, some cashola for that. Put a few bucks away at the end of the month and get it to him as soon as I can, because that's fucking awesome. And then I'll have another unpackaging video for you guys, and I'm pretty stoked to do that. So yeah, another reason, sorry before I go, I know it's getting pretty close to 20 minutes and no one likes to hear me babble on for too much longer, but I know I said I was going to do maybe Black Metal Consumes, but I didn't really feel that suited the channel as good as Black Metal Rebellion, and it doesn't quite have the ring, Black Metal Rebellion. It just kind of, it sounds better. And it suits me more, considering I feel more of an outcast still. And why I didn't choose Black Metal Dad or Black Metal Dad TV as my channel name is because even though, yes, I'm into black metal, and even though, yes, I am a father, I don't really feature my kids in these videos, except for the random screaming and shouting you hear while they're running up and down the halls creating havoc, and while the wife's trying to, like, wrangle them in and reel them in and get them under control again. Like, I don't show them in the video. I don't really talk about them too much, just because I don't feel that's a very responsible parent thing to do. Like exposing your kids to the internet, talking about them, revealing too much information about them, I feel that opens up a kind of a more bigger, worrisome can of worms. And I don't want some fucking sicko to start like zeroing in on my family or kids or anything like that. That is not you know, a place that I want to be. I don't want that thing to be a thing, so fuck that. So yeah, that's kind of why I chose not to call it Black Metal Dad or Black Metal Dad TV, or involve the fact that I've got kids in any way in that. So that is another reason why I chose the name. That is another reason why the name change, and why I'm not really using the focus on my name or like me specifically, just because I don't feel that that's really important. I'm just another dude on YouTube talking about like metal and black metal and stuff like that, and just kind of world issues and stuff like that. I don't really talk about me so much. However, on the other hand, if you are interested, I mean, I've been thinking about doing a Q&A for a long time, just because it seems to be like every channel I've subscribed to and kind of watch seems to have a Q&A at some point. Whether they've got like 100 subscribers, whether they've got 200,000 subscribers. So I guess it's time to do it. I mean, if you guys want to hear about shit about my personal life or my personal preferences on things, let's do it, I guess. Consider this the invitation to doing a Q&A. So if you got questions for me personally, or you just have some funny shit you want to ask, feel free, and I will do a Q&A answers video. So thanks for watching. This has been another episode of the Black Metal Rebellion. Stay sick, and if anyone gives you shit, tell them to fuck off.